Hello, everyone. This is Fardan. I'm the Executive Director at HNS Real Estate for the Northern Emirates. Today, we have a very special guest, Mr. Vidit Kumar, who represents Arada. Arada is not a new name, especially in the Northern Emirates. One of their famous products called Masaar has created quite the buzz in the market, and we have Vidit with us to share their expertise and information that will be helpful to everyone today. So, without much further ado, I'd like to share the stage with Vidit. Vidit, welcome on board.
Thank you, Fardan. Thank you for your nice introduction. Pleasure you having me here.
So, tell us a little about yourself. And the idea is to understand the concept of Arada's sort of incorporation, their focus towards the Northern Emirates, especially Sharjah, and then obviously they've gone into various other markets like Dubai. There's news that you're looking to sort of further go towards the Northern Emirates as well. So could you just share the vision behind the company and the first development?
Sure. To start with, I have been with Arada for the last 2 years. I have worked with other developers also in the market and have a great experience for Dubai real estate that all people talk about. So it's been a pleasure working with Arada so far. Regarding the journey of Arada, yes, we start from Sharjah. We have been a forefront runner in the market of Sharjah. We take it from 2017. That was the first year that catapulted Sharjah in the market. We have been in Dubai since 2019. So Jury Hills was one of the first flagship projects of Arada in Jumeirah Gulf Estate, which was one of the fine developments in the villa and townhouse market. Starting from Al Jada, which is also a very premium area in the Moila area of Sharjah. Many people have already seen that area, which is 24 million square feet of mega development, along with the hospitality division of Emaar. Then we moved to the villa townhouse community of Masaar. As you said, it is very famous because of a few reasons, the forest and wellness market was not tapped properly in UAE for the last many years. After Barari, Dubai, we didn't see many developers moving towards that market. So we tapped a type of product where we could give a lifestyle of Dubai. We could give per square feet area which was like lagging behind in Dubai market for quite some time, and giving a good location which people can cater to while working in Dubai and living in Sharjah. So this was the main motive of Masaar to come in the picture. We started from Masaar 1, and that was a good success for the first 3 years. The main target audience were people who have been looking for a home in Sharjah, people who are living in Ajman, people who prefer staying on the Emirates Road, because Emirates Road, if you know, it has been the bypass road of the UAE to connect all the seven Emirates of the UAE. So that was the parallel division where the market was lagging. So that was the space which Arada targeted. People had never seen a luxury market like fluctuating between 600 to 800 dirham per square feet when we launched in 2018. That was a big opportunity for investors who made a lot of money in Masaar. When we were finishing off the sales of Masaar 1, people were already gearing about when is Masaar 2 launching. When we launched on 28th of February, it was a mayhem. Okay, I was there for 2 full nights, just counting the EOIs, just talking to people about what their preferences are. It was a huge response.
Sold out in 3 hours, I believe.
Yes, we sold like lot many units in the first few hours, and we had a great response. So we are just wrapping up Masaar 2 now, almost done, and we are gearing up, as you have heard, about Masaar 3, which is coming right next to Masaar 2, very premium location. And there have been talks about Sharjah government and Dubai government working towards expanding the Emirates Road towards going to Al Quwain and Ras Al Khaimah. And we all know what Ras Al Khaimah has done
Absolutely.
to the UAE market. It has been at the forefront of investor-driven market for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So Sharjah being in the middle of that whole gaming zone and the investor preferences, Masaar 3, this is a perfect time to take the brand forward.
So, not many people understand or know that Masaar wasn't really your first product in Sharjah. It was, I think, apart from Al Jada, I'm talking about the suburban areas of on Emirates Road. I believe it was Nasma, right? Nasma was your first product, and then, completely unlike Masaar, Nasma was it's an open community. It's not gated. And then the concept of Masaar came in. Uh, 17 million square feet. The beauty is that I think Arada hasn't developed more than 50% or rather 40% of 17 million square feet, and the rest has actually been allocated towards wellness and sustainable living, as a matter of fact. Green. In fact, when you drive into Masaar, you'd see temperatures falling a little by about 3 or 4 degrees versus the other, sort of concrete structures that you see across the UAE, which are predominantly, visible. Uh, but tell us a little about Nasma and how the concept of Masaar actually came by.
Okay, so yes, Nasma was our first community, which is right next door to Masaar. It is behind the Grand Mosque of Sharjah, right on the Emirates Road. Nasma, as you rightly said, it's non-gated. The main idea of the villa townhouse community that Arada has been making is to give generous sizes, good layouts, a good architecture. Of course, Arada has also been learning phases by phases, even in Masaar, even in Al Jadda, even our Dubai projects, which people they applaud so much, has been continuous work of the architectural team, which have done a great job to launch such mega projects. So Nesma is totally leasehold. It is mostly occupied by people like locals of Sharjah, the royal families who have been investing there for quite some time. There is no service charge. That was the first attractive thing that Nasma still, we are like, some cancellations were there a few months back. We sold, and it's a sold out community for like quite some time. But yes, that was our first community. Why Masaar came into picture? Because we jumped into the luxury market of Sharjah. Okay, we wanted to tap that particular zone where we can amalgamate the market of Dubai and Sharjah and put Sharjah on the forefront of investment, giving lifestyle of Dubai market, but at a very premium per square feet rate which people can afford. Because Dubai was, of course, going to a different direction. It has been growing for the last 20 years. We cannot match Dubai. Okay, Dubai is at the forefront of the global market, and we have tapped the market in luxury division of Dubai quite fairly. By Arada. So yes, Masaar fixes that space between the luxury development of Dubai and Sharjah. And yes, there is a huge scope for investors to jump the per square feet rate also. And Masaar, from phase 1 to phase 6, people have seen a lot of appreciation.
Yeah.
So in Masaar too, also in the last three months, people have seen the appreciation. Even when we were selling the 4 phases of Masaar, the price was rising every week. By 5 to 7%, and we started from 2,080,000 dirham for a 3-bedroom, and now the last unit sold is at 2.7 million directly from Arada, at a very good payment plan.
Oh, that's huge.
Yes, and the payment plan, like I forgot to mention the payment plan. That was the game changer. Like, I haven't seen any community in Dubai giving the payment plans that Arada is giving. 5% down payment, easy payment plans, easy spine off installments throughout the construction phase, maximum in the payment on the completion. It gives people the opportunity to approach the banks.
Yeah.
In Dubai, yes, the payments are aggressive. The developers are giving the prices which are, of course, they are in tally with the market of Dubai. But yes, we also tapped the payment plan thing. So end users, it was a golden opportunity for them to jump on those projects like Masaar, like Al Jadda, and take care of their dream home and fulfill their dream to have a house in UAE.
I think interesting point you make over here is the payment plan makes it easier for an end user to obviously, facilitate payments for 3 years, and then gives them the opportunity to take a mortgage for about 70 or 65%, which is still very reasonable in comparison to Dubai, where your major tier 1 developers or even tier 2 developers are launching products at exuberant rates, and actually because the cost of land in Dubai is exponentially gone up. On the other side, a a 70-30 or an 80-20 payment plan doesn't really facilitate an end user, or rather a homeowner who wants to buy a home. When you have to pay 80% during construction and 20% on handover, there's nothing much to mortgage, to be honest, at that point in time. So I think Masaar, as you rightly said, is a product that is good for someone looking to live in with their family. It's the perfect product. Plus the amenities are phenomenal. Look, so 17 million square feet of Masaar 1, 8 million square feet of Masaar 2 sold out in 3 hours, and I believe 24 million square feet of Masaar 3.
So Masaar 3 is going to be twice as big as Masaar 2. It's going to be between Masaar 2 and Emirates Road location, which is even further approachable to the Emirates Road. It is hardly 10 minutes to Sharjah International Airport. It is approximately 20-25 minutes to Dubai International Airport, which is even less than you traveling from the suburban communities of Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody is on the busy streets of Dubai, wants to go to the downtown Burj Khalifa or Business Bay where most of the people work, going from 611 from Masaar 2 or Masaar 3 will be much convenient for those people, the professionals. Okay, plus there are approximately 8 to 9 schools in the vicinity of 20 minutes from Masaar 1, 2 and 3, which is Al-Jadda, which is also having a big school zone of Sharjah. Al-Jadda itself has 3 schools, big schools. So that also provides the education sector to cater to all the residents which are staying in all 3 communities. Moreover, the Etihad Railway is passing by Masaar, so which will give a huge boost to the Sharjah market as well. Having said that, the distance, the amenities, as you rightly said, Masaar 3 is going to be almost 20 million square feet, which is almost as big as Masaar 1. There will be 6 phases. Last night was a good night for us because after a wait of 2 weeks, we got to see the master plan of Masaar 3. So yes, we are launching Masaar phase 1 and phase 2. I cannot reveal the more details about the launch date because we still are waiting for the final announcement of the company. But yes, the EOIs have been coming in and they are as per our expectation. We are pretty happy with the response so far. People have seen the videos how Masaar office gets filled every weekend starting from 9 a.m. and they finish at 9 p.m. So 12 hours of grilling of the brokers, the staff, and of course we are helping the clients get their fair share of homes.
So, I mean, we've all seen Masaar 1. Masaar 2 is obviously still under construction, but it's sold out. How different is Masaar 3 from 1 and 2? I understand the quality of construction would primarily be the same. The amenities would primarily be the same. But what is different in this particular phase?
Thank you for asking this question because when I was reading the brochure last night, even for us, it was the first time we saw the brochures. I was flipping the pages of the brochure and I found out the layouts of Masaar 3 are one of the best layouts I've seen in the market. I was looking at a 3-bedroom townhouse. When I was looking at the layout, I even thought I could buy it myself. All the rooms are ensuite for 3-bedroom townhouse. Huge rooms, ceiling height 3.2, 3.3 meters, ground to roof glass ceilings, double glazed windows, lot of light in the house. Okay, big lobbies, walk-in closets. Okay, every room has attached washroom ensuite. This is a dream home for anyone who is looking for a house like around 2.3, 2.4 million. Which was so amazing that I was so happy for the clients who gave us the EOIs without even looking at the brochure. They just trusted Masaar 1, Masaar 2 success. They trusted the brand. And now I'm pretty sure that the type of EOIs which are coming, they will be coming double the speed because the layouts are huge. They are amazing layouts. On top of that, we had also a layout of 4-bedroom without the pool, which gives the investors the opportunity to enter the villa segment, not really as a villa segment, but it's a semi-detached villa which has a roof access. Before we were not giving it. So this is also a huge plus. As you asked, what's different between Masaar 1 and 2? Masaar 2 had a little bit smaller layouts, which we couldn't give all ensuite rooms. But Masaar 3 has given the opportunity to us to give bigger sizes, competitive prices. 923 per square feet is the entry price. I haven't heard this per square feet price for a long time. For a successful community like Masaar, like a master developer like Arada. like grade A plus developers. So I'm really happy to represent Arada in this market, give clients the best of the best payment plans, the best of the best layouts, and the best of the best market.
So you're saying all three beds, whether mid or corner units, are all in suite?
So if you look at the brochure, there are two types of layouts: three-bedroom type 1 and type 2.
Yeah.
So the square footage starts from 2,289 square feet for type 1 and 2,292 square feet for type 2. The type 2 is having all ensuite washrooms. So we still have to see what locations and what price we get for the people who are looking for type 2. It will be a little bit higher price than the type 1, but not much difference. But having said that, ensuite washrooms will be a good buy for the investors. If they are flipping it after some time, they will have good buyers. Plus, this type of layouts which will cater to directly end users, and it will give a huge boost for the people to take appreciation on this layout. It will be a huge difference of like minimum 5% if you buy this layout. That's why the layouts, choosing the right layout for yourself is very important, and location as well.
So you're saying there has been some change in the layouts, because we were initially told that Masaar 2 replicates the Rubinia layouts from Masaar 1, more or less.
Yeah.
And now Masaar 3, so you're saying there are some evident changes from Masaar 2 and 1.
Yeah, so since the last 2 weeks, everybody was asking us about the layouts, about the finalization of Masaar 3. So we were referring to Masaar 2 layouts. More or less, it is same, except a few changes which I just highlighted. So these are positive changes. Nothing is towards the downside. Everything is upgraded. So I'm really happy to announce these changes, which will help us to sell more. Even the clients will be more than happy to welcome this change.
Okay. What about the amenities? Now, there has been a lot of discussion among the brokers community that Masaar 3 would have some other amenities than the ones that have been given in Masaar 2 and 1. How true is that?
See, in Masaar 2, we were not able to go full-fledged with the amenities because, as you rightly said, it was half the size of Masaar 1. Masaar 1 amenities, people know in the master plan, it's huge. At 6.5 kilometers of jogging track and total 13 kilometers of green track, open spaces. You have the sports amenity in the pockets of the amenities in the forest. Plus, you have a huge mall in the middle of the forest, Masaar Central, which will host a luxury welfare gym, which is owned by Arada. It's our own baby brand. And it will have coffee shop, restaurants. It will have all the necessary amenities that the people want to use on daily basis. So Masaar 3 will have, number one, you have more walkable space in the forest. You have more number of amenities than Masaar 2. You have a bigger cycling track. Of course, you have lagoon, you have waterfalls, you have water bodies, which were not there in Masaar 1 like Masaar 2.
Okay.
Masaar 2 was the first community when we introduced the waterfall segment. It was not there in Masaar 1. Masaar 1 was totally focused on the green amenities, giving a walkable forest, giving clients a backdoor entry towards the forest, which was first time ever people saw. So people could feel as if literally they are in a rainforest. So it's very dense. When you still go to for a viewing in Masaar, we take them through the buggy to the show villas. It's an experience. Immediately the client takes out the phone and starts recording. This is the first reaction of the client that yes, this is what we wanted. And plus the layouts, when they look at the layouts, it's a cherry on top. So that's why, yes, Masaar 3 will have almost the same amenities as Masaar 1, plus the Masaar 2 amenities.
So, I mean, we've gone on the green concept with Masaar. As I mentioned, I think temperatures, and I felt this because I travel to Masaar quite often. I have friends living in Masaar 1, and that's how I fell in love with the product. There was a friend of mine from my banking days who wanted to buy a house to live in. He was ready. He had already ironed out Masaar. So he was looking at Gulf Woods and he was looking at Masaar. Obviously, in terms of pricing, Masaar was much more affordable to him. But whenever I visit his house, it gives a very different greenish vibe. That is because of the trees that you have. Plus, I've noticed temperatures drop a little. Are there any other sustainable measures that Arada is incorporated in Masaar 3? Or is it just the green factor that we're currently sticking with?
See, the layouts, the type of green zones that we are making, of course, the temperature is little bit lower at this juncture because you have lots and lots of trees, which provides the people to breathe fresh air. It gives a breath of fresh air. Plus, when you go, the difference between the houses, even the villas, even townhouses, you have good 10 to 15 meters distance between the other belt behind the townhouses.
Yeah.
So when the clients they open their back door, they don't see people peeping in their backyard. So you have a breathable space. So you have good spines of forests going through the communities. Sustainable wise, yes, the type of maintenance that we are doing. We have solar lights all throughout the community. When you will go in the evening, you will see the solar lights which are guiding through the evening in your jogging trails. This sustainable division we have done in Akala. Akala is our latest project in DIFC, wherein we have catered to reduce the carbon footprint by giving the fresh air of oxygen inside the apartment. We have also reduced the chlorine content in the water. The air you're breathing inside the apartment and the water you're using is more filtered. So Arada has taken this thing into a different level altogether in Akala. That's why it's the world's first precision wellness project. So if somebody wants to see how we are contributing towards this factor, then they should visit Akala. And Masaar, of course, it has been on the forefront of green living plus sustainable development, and of course, whatever end user advantages I have talked about, amenity wise, layouts wise, and payment plan wise.
How is the location different from Masaar 2? So Masaar 3, is it? I mean, I'm sure it's close by Masaar 1 and 2, but how is the location different to Masaar 2?
Okay, so when you're on the Emirates Road, you're going towards south, you're going towards Ajman, okay? You take the exit to the Lal City, okay?
Yeah.
That will take you to Masaar 1, okay? When you leave that exit, when you take the next exit to Khorfakan Road, you will see on the left side, first Masaar 3, then Masaar 2. Okay, so it is sandwiched between two major highways, the Al Dhaid Road, which is also called Sharjah Airport Road, and the Khorfakan Road. So Khorfakan Road and Al Dhaid Road, they are really commercially viable in Sharjah, which take you to the main downtown of Sharjah, which also take you to Sharjah Botanical Garden, which also takes you to Sharjah International Airport, which also takes you to the education sector of Sharjah, which also takes you to Al Majaz waterfront, which also takes you through the parallel area of Khawanij of Dubai. So you are not very far from Dubai. You're at the border of Dubai. People who want to work in Dubai and live in Sharjah, it's very convenient for them. So yes, Masaar 3 directly will be on the Emirates Road. The way in, way out is very convenient. And of course, there are some road developments which are in talks in that area, because that area is going to be hugely densely populated in the next 5 years. So the government is really taking care of the destinations where people want to go, so they don't take much time to cross the borders and go inside Sharjah as well.
I think Masaar itself is right at the entry point of Sharjah, which Sharjah Grand Mosque is the beginning of Sharjah.
True.
On the Emirates Road. And Masaar is practically the first community that comes into Sharjah. So it's not really in Sharjah, but I was born and raised in the UAE, and I've lived in Sharjah for quite some time. We moved to Sharjah from Dubai in 1996, 97. And obviously affordability was a major factor. Secondly, we wanted a bigger house, so that you could find only in Sharjah. But yeah, mainly affordability. So Sharjah, all this while, before the inception of Arada and Masaar and then, Al Jada, Sharjah was primarily known for its affordability factor.
True.
Low-cost housing, just move towards the southern side, go into Sharjah, and then, it starts getting cheaper and cheaper. What Masaar has done as a product, or rather Arada has done with both Al Jada and Masaar, is that it has changed the mindset of the consumer. At one point in time, when I used to tell people to look at Sharjah as to buy their property, and people would say, oh, it's Sharjah, there's no capital appreciation, there's no product as such. But now, I remember a few years back, so 2 years back, when I would try to promote Masaar to people, they weren't as receptive as they are today. So 2 years now, everyone almost in the UAE is aware of what Masaar is as a product. They've seen it, and the success that Masaar 2 of selling out in 3 hours is testament to the fact that everyone knows Masaar as a product now. 2 years back, I would have had to really, really push it
True.
to people. Oh, I'm just going to give you an example. My own brother, who lives in Abu Dhabi, has purchased a few properties in Dubai, and I would tell him about Sharjah, and he's like, yeah, who buys in Sharjah? Come on. And then, I bring him to the show villa. He sees the show villa, completely stumped and stunned at the level of quality of construction, the green open spaces, and now he's considering a purchase in Masaar 3. He would have never done so. I mean, he's staunch Dubai sort of, buyer. Right? And now, if he's looking at Sharjah, so my question now is, where does Arada go into Sharjah from here after Masaar 3?
Okay. So you rightly said the attitude of people, the preferences of people have largely changed in the last 3 years. As you rightly said, Dubai has produced some great projects. Okay, even I live in Dubai. I have been selling Dubai market for the last 15 years. Even in Arada also we have luxury Dubai projects all around the market. So the type of developments that Arada is planning in Sharjah, we have Anantara. We are also tapping luxury apartments, beach-facing apartments, right at the Ajman and Sharjah border on the beach, which is a fabulous investment. Fully furnished apartments with a brand called like Anantara, which is doing a great job in Ras Al Khaimah and Palm Jumeirah. So to get associated with this type of brand plus Armani in the Palm Jumeirah, which is a prestigious position to be in for any developer. It's a good thing for all of us, the staff of Arada, that we are able to sell and touch and feel such projects which people really like all around the world. So Sharjah now, since being at the forefront of UAE development in the last 3 years, I hope we can extend the Masaar series. We have been doing good so far. After Masaar 3 is just started, so it will be pretty soon to say what happens after Masaar 3. But yes, the Khor-Fakkan road is going to be pretty dense. You will see more projects coming up by Arada and by other developers also, hopefully, because we are pulling out hands together to make Sharjah a good investment for all the investors around the world. But yes, I'll give you an example how people's attitude have changed. I had an investor who hardly came to Sharjah ever. He used to work and live in Dubai for the last 15 years. He was living in Dubai Hills. Now, Dubai Hills is one of the most prestigious communities by Emaar. I personally love Dubai Hills. He was living in independent villas. He used to go to and fro to Ras Al Khor. He came alone to have a look at Masaar. He liked the community. He told me that it's good. It's pretty sophisticated. I like the greenery. I like the area. What do you have to offer me? I told him, you'll stay in independent villa. He said, yes. So, okay, let me show you the biggest I have. He said, okay. His budget was above 10 million. Okay, because he sold his property in Dubai. If you sell any independent villa in Dubai in this market, for sure you will sell it more than 10 million. So I'm not sure what's the selling price, but he was pretty happy with the sales purchase. I showed him the 5-bedroom signature villa in Masaar, which is also called the Forest Villa.
Yeah.
Okay, it comes with 3 floors, ground, first and second, with the lift and pool. When we entered the villa, okay, for the first 10 minutes, he was not speaking anything. He was just looking. He was just going around the house. After 10 minutes, after entering every room, after looking at the whole layout, he said, wow, this is something else. He asked me, what's the price? I'm talking about Masaar 1, the last phase. This is approximately a year back. I told him 7.5 million. He said, what? 7.5 million for this? Plus a 40-60 payment plan? I said, yes. He said, let me bring my wife tomorrow. He brought his wife, and he was carrying a checkbook in his pocket. I didn't know about that. He just showed his wife. His wife didn't even go to the first floor. She said, this is amazing. We have a lift also. Our parents can stay on the ground floor. We have a closed kitchen, which all Indians want. We have a pool around. We have a huge backyard. Plus, in Sharjah, The main priority is given to privacy. Nobody can see your backyard. Nobody can see you. Nobody can hear you. This is the game changer. When I highlighted this point, they said this is unheard of. How did you pull it off? I said this is Sharjah. This is a family-oriented community. Your kids can play in the area. They can go out whenever they want. The whole community is for you. They can play in the pool. They can go to the gym in the same area. They can play volleyball. They can play basketball. They can play football. They can play paddle court. Wherever they want. And they are inside the community.
True.
They can cycle. They can jog. They are with their community people. So all this type of thing, it was an emotional calling for him. This guy bought the villa in 24 hours. He came back in 24 hours, and this guy, mind you, lives in Dubai Hills in an independent villa, never came to Sharjah.
Well, the same thing in Dubai Hills would have probably cost him north of 18 to 20 million. The same kind of villa.
He knew the game. He knows what is he missing out on.
So, ironically, and you rightly put, a lot of people, because we do a lot of, as an agency, we do a lot of resale in Masaar as well. So I come across homeowners or people who want to rent out in Masaar. Where are these people moving from? Very interesting. So a lot of people think, okay, it's for the people of Sharjah. A lot of people from sort of the congested neighborhoods might be moving. That might be true to an extent, but a very small percentage of people are actually moving from inside of Sharjah towards Masaar.
True.
People are actually moving from Ghafouts. People are moving from Arabian ranches. So, as you mentioned, the villa, the 5-bedroom forest signature villa, that villa rents out for about 330 to 350,000 dirhams.
Okay.
A similar villa in the Arabian ranches is renting out for about 600,000. So we have, let's just bifurcate the residents in three categories, in three phases. The first type are Westerners who are moving from Dubai Creek Harbour, Ghafouts, Arabian ranches, Mudon. There are people who want better living quality, better amenities, bigger homes, which, in comparison to Dubai, a 3-bedroom townhouse in Dubai would be around 1,700 to 1,800 square feet. In Masaar, you get a 3-bedroom townhouse for about 2,300 to 2,500 square feet. So there you go. People want open spaces now.
True.
So 1/3 of the community consists of Europeans. A lot of these Europeans have either moved from Dubai or are moving by way of reverse migration. Very importantly, a lot of people in Masaar who are new residents of the UAE have moved from Germany, have moved from France, have moved from the UK.
True.
Within the past one and a half year. Have set up businesses or either working from home. So, they don't mind, they don't have to commute every day to Dubai. So the other 1/3 is are UAE nationals. So rather than so you would see that a lot of UAE nationals generally live in their own constructed villas, huge villas, but they don't have access to those amenities.
True.
So a lot of them are moving into these communities to enjoy the amenities that Arada has now put in Masaar. And the other 1/3 are Asians. People who have businesses, so Pakistanis, Indians, Sri Lankans, Bangladeshis, and, Middle Eastern Arabs, C-level managers with Oracle, the CFO for Yango, the ride-hailing app.
Okay.
He lives in Masaar. He lives in Sandhya.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So so you've got all kinds of people living there that you wouldn't have imagined. The rental yields are phenomenal, by the way. Apart from the capital gain, now Masaar 1 Sandhiyan was launched for 1.2 million dirhams.
Yeah.
The 2-bedroom townhouse.
2-bedroom townhouse.
2-bedroom townhouse, right?
650 per square feet.
Yeah. Do you know what it rents at?
No, you will tell me better. Yeah.
120,000 dirhams.
120,000 dirhams. Yeah.
And there are people who've paid 120,000 dirhams in one check to rent out the 2-bedroom townhouse because there's a shortage.
10% ROI.
So
straight.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a shortage of units in Masaar versus the number of people who either want to rent or buy that buy this
And the size was 1850 square feet.
square feet, right?
Huge.
How far is it from Dubai? This is a question that a lot of people still ask. It's still Sharjah, you know, because today I got a call from someone who's in the real estate industry in Dubai and is looking to buy a villa for himself. And he's like, listen, I have kids going to school in Mirdif. How far is it from Dubai and how long does it take? So I told him, not more than 10 minutes. He started laughing. He's like, come on. I mean, if that is the case, people would start moving to Masaar. I was like, that is exactly the case, my friend, and the infrastructure is improving. The problem is by then, once the infrastructure is ready, the prices would have obviously gone up.
True.
The market would have factored in the premium and you'd be buying something at an exponential rate at that point in time. So you better might as well buy it today.
True.
Now, speaking of location, how far is Masaar from Ajman, from Ras Al Khaimah? That's one way. And on the other side, how far is it from Dubai, the current airport, and DWTC?
Okay. So this basically covers all the landmarks that you mentioned. I'll start from the most important landmark, that's Dubai International Airport. Dubai International Airport is in the vicinity of all, which is the most traffic-prone area. You can say Dera, you can say Dubai International Airport, you can say Mirdif. It usually takes 20-25 minutes to reach Masaar. People really don't believe when they start from Dubai land somewhere, when they start from Al Furjan, when they start from Dubai South. But yes, Masaar is way closer to these places than other places. Moreover, Sharjah International Airport is expanding while we speak, and it's also 10 minutes from all the Masaars, 1, 2, and 3. Moving forward to Al Maktoum Airport, as we rightly said, all the Masaars are bang on Emirates Road. They will be straight road to Al Maktoum Airport without a red light. So if you drive at 120, 140 kilometers, it will not take you more than 45 minutes to reach Al Maktoum Airport, which is still a fairly good amount of time to go straight to Dubai South. But yes, it will be directly on the highway. Dubai downtown is not more than 35 minutes. Okay, because you can catch the Ras Al Khor road. The best thing about Emirates Road is that it has spines of exits at every 2 to 3 kilometers, like Tripoli Street, which takes you to Mirdif, to Festival City, to all the major malls. The Ras Al Khor Road takes you to Business Bay directly. So people who are working in the main areas of Business Bay, yes, it will be far from Marina. I will not say that somebody who's working in Marina to shift to Masaar. It will be weird for that person to drive like more than 1 hour. But yes, people who have been working in the mid-city of Dubai, like Business Bay, Ras Al Khor, and Dubai Design District, for them, Masaar is a good place. One client of mine, he started from Shobha Heartland. It was right on Ras Al Khor. He reached in 15 minutes. He said, bro, this is a stone throw distance as compared to people travel for 1 hour. They start from Old Sharjah. So this is just to tell people this is not Old Sharjah. This is a suburb of Sharjah. It is a new Sharjah. Sharjah is growing. Sharjah is no more only what you see Al Majas and other areas around that area, which are only the warehouses. Now we have premium Sharjah, which Arada is at the forefront. We are taking the charge. We have been catapulting the new developments around the Sharjah International Airport, on the Maliha Road near the universities, and of course Masaar is a brand now, which all the 3 phases. So it will be not more than 50 kilometers from Ras Al Khaimah. Since the inception of the main casino, which is coming up in Ras Al Khaimah, it will be a huge boost to Sharjah as well, because people can access Ras Al Khaimah far in a shorter distance than coming from all the way from Dubai land. And also it will be closer to Al Quwain, because as you can see in UAE, all the Emirates are growing. Okay, and Sharjah being next to Dubai, it is getting the most of the attention so far.
True. What does this mean for investors now? Let's translate all this into numbers, logical numbers or forecasted logical numbers that we can think of. For someone investing today, what sort of capital gains and or rental yields can one look at in Masaar 3?
See, people are flocking towards Masaar because they have got a good word of mouth from the people who have bought. Like you rightly said, you're one of your friends staying in Masaar. He wanted to buy in other mega project in Dubai, but he preferred Masaar. So the reason is the capital gains. Okay, uh, the person who bought at 1.2 million into a two-bedroom in Masaar is now reselling at 1.8, 1.9 million.
True.
Okay, which is fairly a good appreciation in any project around the country. Okay, being conservative, I will not say anything less than 15% annually. So it is going to be a project which is one of a kind, a unique project done by a developer which is respected all around the country. The way we are progressing forward, Arada will be one of the top developers in the country. The way we are moving forward, the way we have word of mouth, the way we have delivered. The main reason, Fardan, why people love Masaar is because what we have delivered in Masaar. We promised something and we delivered it. When we were selling Masaar one, it was just in the brochure. But when we delivered like that, it was even better. Even better experience. Now you see Instagram reels of Masaar all around the country.
Oh, yeah.
Even a person who has never visited Masaar knows about Masaar because of the videos. Okay, so for investors, this is a good news. As I said, the Khorfakan Road, the Al Thaid Road, they are commercially being targeted in a very heavy way. Plus, as we discussed, it is in a very competitive distance from all the landmarks, including the future landmarks like Al Maktoum Airport, from Dubai International Airport, from major landmarks of Sharjah, from the convention centers, from World Trade Center. Okay, so it will not take people not more than 30 minutes to reach Masaar. Okay, and the commutation from Masaar, it is very easy because you don't take your cars inside the community. You just take it next to your house. Rest everything is walkable.
True.
You don't just keep taking your cars in the corners of the community. Your car is next to your house. You don't take it to the mall. You walk to the mall. You cycle to the mall. You run to the mall, which saves time, which saves fuel. That's why it's a sustainable community. That's why it is fresh, because you don't spend much time inside the car. It gives people the opportunity to come out their houses and explore the community on foot with their children, with their kids. That's why Masaar has been a success all over the country.
Rightly put. I mean, the fact that I came to meet you guys here from Sheikh Zayed Road to Business Bay took me 30 minutes.
See?
It's hardly 5 kilometers.
See?
So I don't mind driving a distance. I don't mind the drive distance as long as it's free flow, and I don't get stuck in bumper to bumper traffic.
And also, Fardan, sorry to interrupt. You also mentioned a point, people who have been living in Sharjah for the last 45 years. You yourself have been inspiration for people who wants to move to a villa and townhouse from an apartment, because the buying power of people in Sharjah is huge.
Yeah.
They have been doing business for the last 4 decades. If they want, they can buy huge penthouses in Dubai.
Yeah.
They can buy lavish houses. They are moving to the mansions of Masaar, of Sharjah, because they love the lifestyle of Sharjah. They don't want to leave the emirate just like that. So just wanted to put, because people are coming out of their houses to explore the type of lifestyle that Masaar has to offer.
Interesting. Very interesting. So with it, very importantly, we've seen launches happening. Prices in Dubai are exuberant now. Comparing communities, I see Ghaf Woods at about 2,300 dirhams a square foot. I see Dubai Hills between 3,000 and 4,000 dirhams a square foot, depending upon the product. And the other communities, the cheapest I've seen in Dubai is not less than 2,000 or 1,800, 1,500 at best. What is the price per square foot at Masaar 3?
See, it's a very interesting question. Masaar 3, you'll be surprised to know the entry point that we are launching with the amenities that we already discussed in the podcast, plus 100,000 trees, not 50,000, not 70,000, 100,000 trees, 6 clusters, spine of huge walkable space with the malls, the sports amenities, single row townhouses, 950 dirham per square feet. That's the entry level point. Okay, and this is right on the Emirates Road, close to all the amenities, all the landmarks that we spoke about. I don't think any investor who is listening to this won't be curious to know more about it or talk to us more about it. Plus, don't forget the payment plan, 40/60. It has an opportunity for investors to pay little in the construction and pay more while the villa is complete, plus only 5% down payment. So all this package makes Masaar, boni.
So for a product that costs 2 million dirhams, all you've got to do is pay about 800,000 over a period of 3 years and finance the rest, or pay the rest in cash upon completion.
Plus also enter a market which is set to break
Grow.
records.
I mean, we've seen the rental yields.
True.
They're phenomenal. Plus the capital gain. It's a double whammy over here in this particular case, even for an investor, or if someone wants to even live in.
Yeah.
Masaar is honestly a community I would like to live in myself.
Me too. Yeah.
This is, if I visualize one place in the UAE that I see my kids playing around, enjoying the amenities, it's Masaar. But with that, we thank you for your time. Thank you for coming and sharing your insights about such a great product. And we look forward to being a part of this journey with Arada and sell a lot of Masaar units.
Thank you, Fardan, for your time. It was pleasure talking to you. I also learned a lot from you. You have been in the industry for a long time. I hope HNS, we can partner together and sell a lot of units in Masaar and coming phases of other projects.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fardan.